What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Man vs. Maintenance. I am your host, Alton Johnson, and today we are going to be doing a live reaction video to three maintenance men who apparently got arrested for trashing out a unit. Now, if you guys have not seen this, it has been somewhat viral on the internet, and I'm pretty sure if you are a maintenance guy, you've probably seen this come across your algorithms. If not, you guys need to sit back, maybe grab yourself some popcorn, maybe watch this on your lunch break while you're in between work orders or anything like that. So I'm going to try to keep this video short and brief, and I'm going to be pausing it and starting it at certain times and giving my own commentary and some advice, hopefully to some of you guys out there, so you guys or maybe some of your techs don't end up in this situation to where you start your day off normally and by the end of the day you end up in handcuffs for doing exactly what these guys did. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the video.
On May 22, 2024, a bizarre turn of events unfolded in a Chamblee, Georgia, apartment complex. A man facing eviction made arrangements with the leasing office to peacefully vacate the premises before the official eviction date. He even had a friend retrieve his belongings while he worked out of town. However, when the friend arrived, he discovered the locks had been changed, and he couldn't enter the apartment. The next day, the manager unlocked the apartment. Revealing a shocking sight, the place was completely empty. The friend promptly FaceTimed the victim, who then contacted a neighbor with a Ring doorbell camera. The doorbell footage provided crucial evidence. It clearly showed three individuals entering the apartment and leaving with the victim's belongings. The victim, armed with this video, contacted the police. The officer who responded quickly identified the culprits, three members of the apartment's maintenance crew. Upon investigation, the officer discovered a troubling pattern.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys can see from that video, it looks like that those particular guys went into that unit multiple times, and it seems like that they were doing a trash out at night, which is a huge red flag. But let's continue and see what happens after this. Okay, so this is the body cam footage of the officer as he is going into the leasing office.
Doing all right. How you doing? Okay.
She'll be back in a minute.
Perfect. Hello. Are you Miss Jones?
Yes.
Perfect. Are we able to have a meeting in the office? Alright. I'm pretty sure you know why we're here. Why he called. I guess. Well, it's just. I mean, it's his stuff.
I already spoke to you. I spoke to you last week, and you told me that you would unlock the unit for me to come retrieve my things on Friday. I'm not actually supposed to be Saturday, but she called and told me she was gonna come Friday.
She said she was gonna come on Sunday.
No. I have the messages from our email. Also, I have the recording of the conversation when she called you and told you she was 30 minutes away, but she got caught up in traffic, so she got here a little bit later. There's a video of you going to the door, unlocking the door, and leaving her right inside. Then you contacted me again, and you told me that all my belongings were still inside the unit.
That's correct.
Okay, after that video, there's a video of her going to the door being unlocked. At around 10 something, the maintenance man goes inside and starts stealing more belongings. But prior to...
Wow, 10 o'clock at night. You know, like I said, when I first watched the video, I maybe watched it like 3 times, and it seems as if those guys were doing a trash out after dark, which is not normal maintenance procedure. This is something that I don't think that I've ever done myself. And to be honest, I don't think I've ever had a supervisor or even a manager send me on a mission or a work order to go trash out a unit that late. I mean, it's usually between working hours or office operation.
He's speaking to you Friday at 3:44 p.m. They had already started stealing things, and Thursday and Wednesday prior. So I have a video of you also going inside this past week. You went inside, stepped inside, and you were in there for about 10 minutes. So you know the belongings that were already inside. So when you went back, you know what wasn't in there also.
That's
so
correct.
That's where we're at right now.
No, that's correct. And you said you would bring the video so that I could see it and confirm who was what, who did what,
Yes, ma'am.
so that I can address the proper people. So do you have that?
I had the video, but I was told by...
Yeah, I told him right now it's a criminal investigation.
Oof. Wow. It's criminal investigation against the maintenance guys. And I think that the footage that he's referring to is the ring video footage that was at the neighbor's apartment right across the hall from his, which shows those guys moving things out of his unit. Now, the crazy part about this is he's up for eviction. And I gotta say, this could really turn out to be a good thing in his favor. I mean, you know, he's already talking to the manager. The manager already knows what's going on. I mean, this is a really, really bad look for the property. And I've already watched this video, but it seems as if, and even as we're watching now, that this manager, it seems like that she's kind of on the side of this former resident who was up under eviction. Now it seems like that he might be able to get that taken off of his credit report, and he might end up being compensated financially for his missing stuff. So I don't know. Let's see how this plays out.
So the video won't be shared right now.
Okay. Well, how can I help otherwise?
So I guess, and I've asked him, but I'm gonna start from the basic of building a case like this, right? So to confirm with you, was Mr. evicted from his unit?
No.
So he was not evicted?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Oof. Wow. And I'm going to tell you guys something. If you are maintenance supervisors, maintenance techs, or whatever, if you work at a property, do not, and I repeat, do not move anything out of a unit unless it is authorized in writing from someone like a community manager or someone above you who makes that decision. Make sure you get that in writing. I mean, a work order, a standard work order is good enough. All right. And then also, I always like to wait on the sheriffs. I mean, if the sheriffs ain't there, I'm not touching any of that, because once the sheriffs are there, then that's when I go ahead and I change the locks while the sheriff is there and while things are being moved out of the apartment. So I don't know. Right now, it's not looking too good.
Were there any maintenance orders that were put in that people were supposed to be inside the unit?
No, sir.
Man.
Okay.
That's not
How
good.
many maintenance people do you have on site?
3.
3. Okay. Do you happen to have the names of those gentlemen?
I do, yes.
Are you able to provide that?
Absolutely. You need their names, that's it?
Names and birthdays if you have them.
Oh, wow.
I could probably find those birthdays for you. It should be in our system somewhere.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. I don't know about this procedure. If she is able to give that type of information without those guys' permission, I'm not sure. But I would say maybe maybe refer to your employee handbook and see what the procedures are on that. Because even by me looking at this particular video, I'm not sure if she's allowed to give out their information like that. But you know, it could vary from different companies, cities, states, municipalities. So it may not be unlawful, especially where she is, because she's actually in Georgia, in the metro Atlanta area, where I'm located. But that is something that I may want to look into myself to see if a manager or somebody on site are allowed to give the authority or to give police officers or authorities personal information like that of other employees.
I'll put it from my laptop.
That's fine. I'm not in a rush.
One second. Would you like their positions, Or if that's
Oh, yes, if that's possible.
Now it seems to me that this lady,
Is
she
the
probably
unit
knows
locked up now?
who these guys are and how they operate and how they get down. Because it seems like that she has no problem with giving out their information. It's almost like she's willing to help out the resident and the police officer. It's almost like she's like very willing to help them out and to get some type of punishment on her maintenance crew. It doesn't seem like that she's trying to protect them at any cost. It's almost like she's, I want to say, throwing them up under the bus because they're the ones who committed the act. So I can't blame her for cooperating with the police officers. But in a situation like this, I don't know how much a manager, what she can or can't do in a situation like this.
Does your key still work to the unit? Do you know? Are we able to walk over to the unit just to, I could take some photos and stuff?
The only thing that was removed after the last time that we spoke was whatever that young lady took in the bag, and that was it.
The officer accompanied the victim back to the apartment to investigate further.
All right, so it seems like it's not much in there. Look like the power is off. You know.
The TV was mounted?
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw those guys take the TV in the video.
I came and got I had her get the Xfinity box.
Yeah.
The Xfinity box was sitting up here behind the TV.
Okay.
They threw it on the floor.
Yeah, it looked like a typical apartment that's about to be evicted, trash and stuff all
And so,
over the place.
just to clarify, you do want to press charges, right?
I do.
Like you want people arrested?
Yes.
Okay.
And here's the thing, I don't blame him. I really do not blame him. Because he's being evicted and his stuff has been stolen. So, like I said, now he is most likely going to come out on top of this situation. I mean, he's just like he wants those guys to be prosecuted and arrested for what happened. You guys let me know in the comment section below if you guys would do the same thing, or if you understand where this guy's coming from. And even if you disagree and say, I think this guy should have just gone on about his business and just, you know, got back some of his stuff, whatever he wanted, and then maybe made a deal with a property management company to come to some type of agreement. All right, let's continue.
So I make sure. You know, sometimes people say that and they don't realize what it means.
I work too hard for my stuff, man.
No, I feel you. I'm just doing dotting my I's, crossing my T's. That's all. Cause I mean, you're handling this very well. I said you're handling it very well, cause I can't.
My dad told me stay calm. Like, that's how he kept telling me. He been telling me that for 3 days straight. Stay calm about the situation. He said because in the end, right is right and wrong is wrong.
Yeah.
You. I was talking to you. I'm sorry. I'll see you in 20. Okay. Okay. Bye. So I just got some more information.
Okay.
One of those people on that list did admit to taking the items.
Which gentleman is that?
The last one, David.
Is he still here?
Yep.
Can I speak to him?
Absolutely. Let me call him back. Yeah.
Yeah.
He signed. He stole out of belongings.
All he said was 2 things. That's all he said. I think it was the couch and the bed. That's all he said. He did not say anything else. Okay. Meet me at the office. Okay.
Wow, so he took the couch.
He's on his way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So we're going to see what's going to happen when these guys get back to the office.
I can talk to him outside.
Okay.
See what their
Okay.
explanation is going to be.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead, lock that.
Man, it's about to be
If
a
you just have a
bad
seat in
day
the car,
for these guys.
I'm gonna talk with him, and then we're gonna go from there.
That's other one who just went back to the apartment. I don't like it.
I know, but
I'm gonna sit in my car and turn my air on and just wait on you.
just, you know what I'm saying? You gotta let me. We here now, so you gotta let me. It's like Training Day. You ever seen the movie Training Day?
Yeah.
It's not what you know, what you can prove.
Yeah, and that's another thing too.
So we gotta We gotta handle it like that.
If the guy's already admitted to taking some stuff out of that unit, that's all that the police need. That and the video footage. But yeah, it's not a good. Doesn't look like it's gonna be a good day for these maintenance guys.
Because right now we know a lot, but we gotta. A lot more than they think.
The first suspect admitted to taking the sofa and bed, claiming a misunderstanding with the manager. He believed the eviction had already happened and offered to return the items.
Now, here's the thing. As maintenance staff, whether you're a tech or a supervisor, now the groundskeeper, I'm like, okay, you know, a lot of times maintenance supervisors don't really tell the groundskeepers what's going on. The grounds guys, they're just out, maybe doing trash outs, tending to the pool, dealing with all of the trash on the property, and that's basically their job. They're just usually called in to help move stuff or to go and tend to something that needs to be taken care of urgently concerning like spills or trash around the dumpster area, moving things, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So they may not even know when an eviction takes place, but a supervisor and a tech, there's really no excuse for any one of them to give to say, hey, I didn't know that the eviction didn't take place. And especially as a supervisor, you're supposed to know exactly when an eviction has taken place, because you got to be the guy who's there to be able to change the locks. So I don't know. And this guy who said that he took the bed and the sofa, I can't remember if he was, I think he may have been a tech or the groundskeeper, but let's see. Let's see.
How you doing? No, she's down there locking up the unit. You David?
Yes, I did.
All right, perfect. I'm Officer Black.
How you doing,
City
sir?
of Chambly. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, Chambly. That's
Before we
that's
do
in the
any
DeKalb
further,
County
I'm gonna read
area,
you something, okay?
Metro Atlanta.
Everybody seen it on TV. Everybody probably knows it, but I gotta read it to you, okay?
What's this before you read it to me?
This is your Miranda warnings.
Let me just explain myself.
Uh-oh.
It was just a miscommunication, not on my part.
Okay,
I was told the wrong information.
I got you, but before we dive into that, let me read this to you, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
Yeah, once they
in a
start
court of
reading
law.
that, you're getting
You have the right
arrested.
to speak to an attorney and to have an attorney present during any questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you at government expense. Knowing and understanding your rights as I have explained them to you, are you willing to answer any questions without an attorney present?
I can.
Okay, so that's a yes?
Yes.
All right, so you said there was some miscommunication
Yes.
going on?
Yes.
Tell me about that. What's the miscommunication?
I don't want to throw nobody under the bus.
That's fine.
But I'm just a follower of many things, but we got the message that it was going to be an eviction for today. I was
Okay.
told to go ahead by my supervisor, Sammy, let's go get it, take it out, hurry up before it hit the curb. So he already told me what I can get. Everybody got stuff, not just me. But
Okay.
And this is what I want to tell you guys. Whether you're a groundskeeper, technician, supervisor, it's always best to not take anything, even if it is an eviction. Even if it is sat on the curb and nobody comes and picks it up or claims it, it's always best to just go ahead and junk it and just watch it go into the dumpster. Even watch other people pick through it and just snatch it and take it up, because you really don't want to end up putting yourself in a situation to where people will accuse you of stealing. Now, again, if the eviction has not taken place in front of the sheriff, my best advice is don't even touch it. I don't care what your supervisor says. I don't care what the manager says. I don't even care what your regional say. When you see someone about to be evicted and it looks like there's some stuff in there that you may want or you could, put to use, it's just best to not even mess with it. It's just best to just leave it alone and just say, hey, it's a shame that we got to throw this out, and just keep it like that. Already plotting and scheming to see what you're gonna get out of the eviction. Don't even take the chance. It's not even worth it.
I have the stuff. If you want it back or if you want to sell it to me, we can do something. But
Okay.
if you want it back, I'll give it back. No
I
problem.
got you. And does Sammy work on site here too, or is he off
Yes,
site?
he's at the pool right now.
Okay.
Yeah. And
All right.
Javar, both maintenance techs.
Man.
Me and Sammy went up there. I broke the sofa down. I got it in my crib. I live on property, but I just don't want him to know where I live.
I got you. I got
Just
you.
for
That's
safety
what we're doing.
reasons.
That's what. Okay.
But I'm not a thief. You know, I work here. I just didn't good furniture, good stuff.
And you were told it was gonna be an eviction.
Yes.
And so
Yeah.
before it hit the curb,
She sent the message out. These are all the evictions for Monday. We went in there Friday. So
And again, if it was already set for Monday, the only thing you're supposed to do as a maintenance supervisor, and this is what I've always done, usually the manager, depending on what type of manager you get, a lot of times the managers are the ones, or the assistants, they'll go knock on the doors to make sure that the apartment is vacant. And a lot of times you as a supervisor, you'll go with the manager and you'll go in, verify that the apartment is vacant, that the people are out, just to say that, okay, this unit is up for eviction. We just want to know what we're getting ourselves into, especially like if it's a Friday, because we want to know. And a lot of times us maintenance guys and us supervisors, we're praying that they're coming back to get all of that big stuff out of there. So if they do that over the weekend, all we got to do is just bag up the trash and then just take it out. We don't want to be moving all of that heavy stuff. So if the manager said that, hey, this is an eviction for Monday, the only thing that the maintenance supervisor should have done was either A, just say, okay, I'm going to, put that on my calendar. Make sure that when Monday comes around, I'm going to have all of the guys lined up and ready so we can go and do this eviction. Or B, go in with authorization, take a quick peek, look around, see all of the stuff that needs to be taken out, and just prepare you guys like, hey man, there's a bed in here, furniture, we got TVs, we got things in here. So listen, you guys need to get a good night's sleep Sunday night, because Monday morning the eviction is coming and we're gonna need all hands on deck for this. So that should have been the only thing. Going in there on a Friday evening, not good. It is not good.
gotcha.
my brother, he got a truck. Me and my 13-year-old son, we moved everything from across. I stay in this building right here between me and you. But,
Yeah.
So that's what it went. So,
Okay.
I didn't know it was gonna be an issue.
I got you.
Apologize.
Miscommunication
Yeah, I
and.
was gonna talk to my man, but he was right here.
Yeah, nah, you did, you did the right thing. You did the right thing. You have your ID on you by
Yes,
chance?
yes, I do. This is bad, man. Really.
Well, in a sense, I'm gonna tell you it is.
I know.
And the reason why, and I'm just a straight shooter. Like I don't like to soften blows. I like people to just know what's going on. The reason why it's bad is because he was coming to get his stuff. Came to pick up his stuff on Saturday, and everything's gone.
Yep. That's
so
why you never want to move anything on a Friday if the eviction is that Monday, and especially if you see things in there that looks like somebody would not leave, especially like televisions, gaming systems, clothing, shoes, beds and couches and stuff like that may look like it's in good shape. You do not want to move that stuff out of there unless it is after or during the eviction process. Like I said before, it's tempting, but you definitely do not want to touch it, especially on a Friday. Common sense will say that most likely they're probably going to be here maybe Saturday or Sunday, because majority of the time people have those days off and they're probably going to come back and get this stuff. So, and a lot of times, again, you're keeping your fingers crossed saying that, hey, hopefully they're going to come and get all of this stuff out of here. So therefore, that's just going to be less stuff for me to move when the eviction comes. So to be honest, I kind of feel for this guy if he was told by a supervisor to do this. But I think common sense should have kicked in and said, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't think this guy will leave this TV, this bed, these couches, and all of this other stuff. So.
Imagine, it's like you come home,
Right.
and somebody went and took your stuff.
I just got the bedroom set and the sofa.
Okay.
And my son liked a photograph, a positive, you're black, you're motivated, that type
So you said bedroom set and sofa.
And sofa.
Does the bedroom set include the nightstands?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's all I grabbed. Headboard, mattress, box spring, rails, 2 nightstands.
Okay.
Wow.
Like I said, I just know how to be blunt.
Yeah.
Right now, it's burglary.
Right, but we all grab. We all grab.
Oh no, we got video.
Oh, he trying-
We got video. So
Everybody face on it.
clear as day. Locks showing, swinging, and
Right,
everything.
he's like, I ain't going down by myself.
So
Yeah.
it's
Maintenance team messed it.
everybody.
I'm not supervisor.
And so now that I have that piece of information, because I'm just a straight shooter. So I'm gonna tell
I'm
you.
scared shooter too. If she I would have talked to her. I would have told her. I don't lie.
So-
I ain't trying to
so-
jeopardize my job. And if it's jeopardized,
With this piece of information, right, it changes some things. Because it changes some things with the aspect of orders and who was given. Because without this information with, saying, hey, we got the eviction notices, we were clearing them out, whatever, all 3 of y'all were gonna get a warrant. It was gonna be just straight like that. And then I was gonna come back here later today with a van, and everybody gonna get in a van, and everybody gonna go to DeKalb County.
Wow.
I'm just being honest with you. But that piece of
Wow,
information,
this is serious.
it changes some stuff. So now I need to go talk to, you said Sammy is the supervisor,
yes.
and he's by the pool right now? What does Sammy look like? Black male or
Slim guy with locks.
with locks? Oh, okay, he's the one with locks. Who lives here?
LeVar Bowman, one's pick.
Oh, there they go.
Yeah, you see him?
It's out there by the pool.
So he talked to the manager first and told her whatever he told her. I just said, I don't know. Look, man, I'm older than everybody out here. I'm 43. I don't got time.
Yeah, and the thing is too, is that even with him, by him just saying that he's the oldest guy out there on the property, common sense should have said, hey man, I don't think we should be doing the trash out after hours. I would have been like, listen, I don't think I want to be a part of that. I'd rather do that during the hours of work between 8 and 6, which is like the typical work hours. But by him saying that, hey, I'm the oldest guy out here, supervisor told me. I mean, again, common sense has to kick in at some point.
I got family, man. Look,
Are they doing maintenance on the pool right now, or?
he probably trying to stay out of Dodge, man. I'm probably gonna be fall guy, but I ain't trying to be.
No, I don't do fall guys.
Go for this, man.
I don't do fall guys. I do the whole team, or I do the one that I got the best case on. I'm just telling you straight up.
The one in the league, he's by the door. That's
Yep, I'm gonna go talk with him.
I ain't make no moves without no permission. That's all I'm saying. But I don't talk to me.
I appreciate it. I really do.
I apologize.
Like I said, it changes some things.
Yeah, he should have went and gotten.
The second suspect.
He should have went and confirmed that eviction with the manager. That's what he should have done. And not trying to be sneaky or go behind someone's back. He should have, if he felt uncomfortable with doing it, then his first thing should have been to maybe try to catch the manager by herself or send her a quick text. Hey, are we supposed to be doing this trash out after hours today on Friday? All right, because the supervisor told me that this is what we're doing, and I just want to confirm.
The crew supervisor denied taking anything but trash.
I'm doing all right, how are you? Is your name Sammy? It is. Can we talk? You mind talking with me?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm gonna read you something too, like I read everybody else.
But you read me first.
Your Miranda warnings. And then
Go ahead.
we'll go from there.
Yeah, once they start reading you
You have
that,
the
like
right
I
to
said
remain
before,
silent. Anything you say can and will be used
You-
against
you
in a
already
court of
going to
law.
jail.
You have the right to speak to an
Point
attorney
blank,
and to have
period.
an attorney present during any questioning.
if when a
you
cop
cannot
starts
afford an
reading you
attorney,
that,
one will be
you're going
provided
to
for you
jail.
at
There's
government
there's
expense.
no ifs, ands, or
Knowing
buts
and
about it.
understanding your rights as I have explained them to you, are you willing to answer any questions without an attorney present?
It doesn't matter right now. He's still going to jail.
Okay. All right. So like I told everybody everybody else, man, I'm just a straight shooter. I'm gonna just tell you how it is, okay? We have a tenant here that was, I guess, put on an eviction list. He's supposed to be getting evicted. He was told by property management that he'll have the weekend to retrieve his property from out the apartment.
Okay.
Over the course of the weekend, you and some other employees were seen entering into his unit and grabbing his belongings.
So, I didn't grab anything out of the unit as far as his belongings, but it was trash. Other than that, I did not take anything out of the unit.
What was trash?
Trash,
What was considered
as far
trash?
as like the perishables, the food that he left out that was just sitting right there, that was it. But besides that,
okay. Was there an eviction notice or?
it was so I was off for a couple of days last week.
Okay.
So when I got back that Friday, received a message, went up there, peeked my head in, bugs, gnats, etc. Trash. I don't touch stuff when it comes to eviction, like their personal property.
Okay.
But still at the same time, and I understand because I've had managers who have wanted me to do the same thing. If a person is up under eviction and the power is off and there's food inside the refrigerator, you open up the door to the unit, stinking, gnats, flies buzzing around, they got food all over, and I know it's nasty. I'm gonna say be discerning about it, because there's been times to where I'm like, okay, I don't think these people are coming back no time soon, and they're definitely like coming back for all of that rotten food inside of their refrigerator, you know. Plus we want to try to save the refrigerator. We don't want it to be all messed up, because now we got to order another refrigerator, which again, if the refrigerator is messed up because the power is off and the food gets rotten in there and it destroys the refrigerator, then we charge that back to the resident. But I would say in a case like that, it's discerning whether or not if you should go ahead and take the trash and stuff out or take the food out. But I would say that if that's something that is being asked of you as a supervisor, especially, get it in writing. Get a work order made up for that so you can have a paper trail so you can cover yourself to say that, hey, this is what the manager wanted me to do. But the manager is just saying that she didn't tell them to do that. You know, seems like that he may have taken it upon himself to go in there and, you know, quote unquote, remove the trash out.
No, sir, I didn't do that.
Okay.
Now, again, I state, all I had took out was some trash. Besides that, I don't have any of his belongings at all.
Okay. Is it normal to go in apartments when there's an eviction notice coming out, like to peek your head in?
So, yes, it's normal for me to walk the units.
Okay.
But far as like just going into the units, like nah. But trash-wise, far as refrigerators, stoves, appliances, stuff like that, yes. But besides that, no, sir.
Okay. All right.
And like I was saying earlier, sometimes it is standard procedure just to walk the unit, just to verify to see if someone is still living in there, to verify if the power is still on. Because a lot of times you have to notify the electric company that the power is off. And if it's been off for a while, and I know especially in certain parts of Georgia, if you're dealing with Southern Company, or, you know, which is kind of like the big power company, especially out there in DeKalb County. I think that it is. I think that they use a Southern Company for their power, for their electric. If that power is showing up in the system as being off for a while, you got to go and try to get like certain permits and all, and then you got to get the unit inspected just to make sure that it's safe to turn the power back on and all of that. So sometimes you do want to be able to walk the unit to see, hey, do they still got power? Is there anything that may be inside of the unit that may be happening that could cause further damage to the property? Like, for instance, if something is leaking, you know, you want to stop the leaks. And just like I mentioned earlier with the trash inside of the refrigerator, again, these are things that you have to be discerning about before you just go in here and just start taking stuff out of there.
What did you tell anybody else that they can go, like give permission to go into the unit and
no, sir.
take belongings or anything like that?
No, sir. Why would I do that?
Okay. People do different things, man. I don't try to understand the human mind.
But then at the same time, he was there when the guys were taking the stuff out. I mean, he clearly saw the bed sets. He saw the television. He saw those guys moving it out. Now, as a good supervisor, I would have stopped those guys and said, hey, man, don't touch any of that. You know, we just coming in here to take trash. And let's just say we give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he didn't tell those guys to take that stuff out of there. But at the same time, he should have stopped them. And this is where his lack of leadership have cost them to spend a night or however many so days in jail.
Touche. But definitely, no.
Do you know if anybody else went into the unit and grabbed items?
From what was told to me,
Okay.
it was happening at 11 o'clock at night or whatever time of whatever it.
Again, 11 o'clock at night is not normal hours of operation. You should not be on the property unless, A, you live on the property or you're tending to an emergency at 11 p.m. Going into a vacant unit at 11 p.m. to take anything out, a unit that is under eviction that has not taken place yet, you're already out of order. And I don't think that there's any company, especially any that I've worked for, that would justify that.
But as far as me physically seeing anybody, no sir, I did. So I can't say, hey, I seen X, Y, and Z because I didn't see X, Y, and Z.
Do you have your ID on you?
Yeah, I do.
Perfect. And then you said all you took was trash out there.
That's trash.
Perishables.
Perishables. Nothing
Worth value.
Nothing worth value.
Because you had gnats and bugs and stuff like that going
nothing
inside.
worth value. It wasn't.
Yeah, but dude, they got you on camera, man.
Like, it wasn't nothing. It wasn't nothing in it.
Yeah, but as a supervisor, he should have stopped those
you
guys.
didn't tell anybody else.
No, sir.
Y'all can go in the room and
No,
or the apartment and
No, sir.
have at it.
No, sir.
So, like I've been telling everybody else, right now, it's being investigated as a burglary case. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Because even if they sent out an eviction saying, or a letter saying, hey, we're going to start the eviction process on these units, you still got to go through the process before belongings get transferred out the unit.
Exactly. That's what I was saying
when you
earlier.
Start the process, that's when you can change the locks.
Right.
Deny them access or unsupervised access.
Got to do it when the sheriff is there.
And so, you know, it's like anybody, man. You come home and all your shit gone, you'd be upset.
Yeah.
And so that's what it is right now.
Right. As it should be.
So, I'm just trying to piece some stuff together.
Right, but that's mind-boggling. So another adult could say, I said, hey, go have at it. Like, no.
I'm not saying that. I was told you were the supervisor.
I am. But
so,
at the same time,
he should have stopped it.
I got a lot hanging over my head just because of
the
how
title.
I look. Yes, and my title. So, yeah, no.
All right. Sir, would you mind talking with me?
Sure.
All right, cool. I'm gonna read you something. I read it to Sammy. I read it to everybody. It's to protect you and make sure I'm doing my job correctly.
Yes, sir.
All right. It's your Miranda warnings. If you ever seen any kind of cop show, TV show, you know it, you've heard it, but I gotta read it all the way through. Okay?
Right.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to speak to an attorney and to have an attorney present during any questioning. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you at government expense. Knowing and understanding your rights as I have explained them to you, are you willing to answer any questions without an attorney present?
Go ahead, Ben.
Yeah, I'm good. Appreciate it.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, perfect. So, I don't like to assume anything, so I'm gonna just tell you why I'm even
Just step
asking.
over here and shave, man.
Yeah, it's a little hot, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, come over here.
The third suspect, despite being caught on camera carrying a TV, insisted he only changed the locks and checked the unit's condition.
At 11 o'clock at night.
What I'm investigating right now is essentially a burglary, right?
Yes, sir.
Certain things have come to light during the course of me asking people what happened. But the original complaint is a gentleman was called, said, hey, we're going to start the eviction process, but we'll allow you to get your stuff out.
Right.
He set up to get his belongings out.
Right.
And while doing so, before the person was able to come and grab his belongings were taken from his apartment.
Right.
Okay? There is surveillance footage that does show every maintenance personnel on his property entering that apartment and leaving with something. So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
he's
start
on
with you from the
camera.
basic. You know, did you enter the apartment?
I'm saying it's procedure.
Okay, what's the procedure?
You know, to go in there, you know, trash out, you know, do maintenance requests and
Okay.
you know, stuff like
Was
that.
there a maintenance request?
You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, there was a maintenance request, you know, to change the lock or whatever at the time.
Okay.
And you know, it was the maintenance.
Again, you got to get it in writing. You got to get this stuff in writing. I don't care if it is a change of lock. Get it in writing. That's the only way you're going to cover yourself. Get it in a text message. You get a supervisor or you get a property manager that says, I need you to change the locks. Okay, go ahead and write it up in whatever work order request system that you're using. I mean, it's mobile now. See, when I started out, you know, we were still using the paper and the pen, and you had to physically print it out and all of that stuff. But now you can get that stuff sent directly to your phone and assigned to you. As soon as he heard that we're going to be doing this at 11 o'clock at night, the first thing I would have said was, okay, put that in writing. Make a work order up and then send it to my phone. Simple as that. Or have them, hey, text me that inside of my phone so I don't forget. That's how you can kind of keep the peace just in case if something nefarious is happening and you don't want to seem like that you're being combative. Hey, man, go ahead and make a work order up for me because I don't want to forget that. I got some other stuff going on. I don't want to forget. Send that to me. You said 11 o'clock at night. Send that to me on the via text. Send that to me via work order so I don't forget. So therefore, you got a paper trail. Because I'm telling you, if he had gotten that in writing, he wouldn't be in trouble. The supervisor or the property manager would be in trouble. He'd be able to walk away scot-free. No problem.
Request, you know, to go out there and, you know, see what was going on out there, you know, for trashing out process and stuff like that.
Okay, I got you. So, was that it? Just a maintenance request for the change of the locks and to check the condition of the unit? Right. Was there anything that was requested to take the items from the unit?
No.
Okay. Did you take any items from the unit?
No.
You sure?
No.
Nah, you didn't, or nah, you're not sure?
No, sir, I did not.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's on camera though.
So,
and that's already not a good look.
You on camera?
I'm quite sure I'm here. You know what I'm saying?
But taking stuff.
I don't see how that can be possible. Cause I don't got nothing in my possession.
Oh,
Said that I
man.
took anything. I was black.
I didn't say you still got it in your possession.
No, I'm just
asking
saying.
if you took it.
No, you know what I'm saying? Saying that I took something?
I'm asking.
No, I ain't took nothing.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
So the only reason why you went into the unit was change the locks and to check the status of the unit to see what the condition of the unit was.
Right.
But that's the supervisor's job. The supervisor does that. And I mean, sometimes you do get some supervisors who will tell that to the tech, but majority of the time, that's only your supervisor. And you know, it's not even worth mentioning that the guy's already on camera.
And there was no order for anything to be removed from the apartment. You didn't take anything.
No, sir.
Okay. You have your ID on you by chance?
Yes, sir, I do.
Perfect. All right. Thank you.
I got a question.
They say I had a question, but they didn't play that part. They cut that out.
Despite their justifications, the officer informed the victim he had located his bedroom set. However, the victim refused to take them back and wanted to press charges against all three individuals.
Which is his right, his total right to do. Man.
So I got some good news, some bad news, some news.
What's the good news?
Good news.
Bad news.
Bad news is I'm getting 3 different conflicting stories. Of course,
Yes.
to be expected. Good news, I found your bedroom set, your sofa, and your 2 nightstands. If you want them back.
I don't want them back.
Or if you want to sell them. That was the offer that I was...
Of course not, because this is his way out of the eviction. Which, again, I can't blame him. I cannot blame them. Hey, I want them prosecuted. I'm going to get a copy of the police report, and this is going to be a stain on the property management company and on the property itself. This is maybe a way that the eviction can be wiped off of his record, and he may be financially compensated by the property management company. So not only does he get to walk away scot-free from the property, he may walk away with some money in his pocket, and then he can just turn around and take whatever money or compensation that he gets from the property management company and go put that at another place without being penalized. So it's a shame. It's unfortunate.
Proposed to me to offer to you. The only thing I could do is tell somebody.
Told you,
Hey,
nope,
I'll
he
let him
ain't
know,
taking that.
but it's gonna be up to him.
I paid for a U-Haul truck that was sitting for 2 days. That's money I lost.
Look, you don't gotta take it.
Yeah,
I'm a man of my word. So if you say, hey, tell them this and this, I'm gonna tell them, and then it'll be up to them. But I'm getting conflicting stories. I do have. The only thing that I do have is the admittance of each party entering into your unit.
I don't care about that. We got the video, but I'm still in stuff.
Right. So I'm gonna make some calls to CID, see how we want to go and proceed from here. As far as do they want to re-question them, or if I have enough right now to just take in everybody. As far as I know right now, you're good. If you want to hang out, you can.
I'm gonna hang out because I want to press charges. I'm not gonna.
I got you. Like I said, I'm just presenting you what I got right now.
Yes, sir.
That's it. Just the facts I was able to gather.
Okay.
We're gonna go from there. So let me call CID, see what their input is, and then we'll do what we gotta do.
Oh, yeah.
After consulting with the supervisor, the officer decided to arrest the maintenance crew.
Oh.
I'm about to put 3 into custody. Just want to give you a heads up.
Yep. It's a bad day for those guys.
Let's do this. Let's don't bring the van all the way in. Because it's the maintenance workers, and I don't want them to
you don't want them to get spooked.
Kind of get spooked out.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't even know he was going to say that.
Yeah, you want me to meet you there? Yeah. I'll meet you at the church, and then we'll come up to the front office, and then I'll have that lady call all the maintenance men back to the front office, and then we'll do what we got to do there. So, yeah, I'll meet you at the church across the street. All right, perfect.
Well, man.
One by one, the crew members were called into the leasing office and apprehended.
Hello.
Oh, man.
I'm back again.
Man, that got to be a really, really bad feeling as a maintenance guy to be getting arrested on property while you're in your work uniform.
This is my regional manager.
Hi, I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Nice to
I might not
meet
want to
you.
touch these gloves.
Yeah.
We'll do that. Can we get all 3 to this office one at a time, please?
Do you care who goes first?
You take your pick.
Okay.
In case somebody goes to jail today, can I have them take off their Gray Star uniforms?
Oof. Sorry, Gray Star. This video is already on the internet, so I'm not trying to throw Gray Star up under the bus. From what I hear, Gray Star is a pretty good company to work for, and the way that they operate, they're a pretty solid management company. I think that at the time of me doing this video, they are like #1 in the nation. But I just don't want anybody to think that Gray Star is a bad company. And I don't work for Gray Star, never worked for Gray Star. I'm not saying one way or the other. You know, people can have their own opinions about this particular company or not. But I just wanted to kind of put that out there because Gray Star is a pretty big company and it is well known. So, but this is not a good look for Gray Star.
So that they don't have mugshots with our company name on them?
We can make that request. It just depends on how compliant they want to be because they all are going to jail today.
Okay.
All 3.
Okay.
Don't let them know that.
No.
Oh, no.
If and when you notify them that they're going to be arrested, will request at that time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem.
We want to somehow get the residents' belongings back to him.
Okay. So I know where.
Because I
His
personally
bed?
just spoke with all of them and they did. They did confess.
I know where his bed.
Because
so
as an
far.
employer, I had to open up that dialogue because we need to take action on our end as well.
Yeah.
So,
Man.
I know
Gotta
as far
fire
as
the
his
whole
bed and
maintenance
sofa
staff.
goes, he's like, I don't want that back,
okay.
because
That's a bed and so
right.
Understood.
Right.
Fabrics. All that.
Yeah, I don't think I would want a bed back either after somebody else has taken it and put it inside their own home. Yeah, you might as well go ahead and keep that. Keep the mattress and all of that stuff. So I understand.
I think the big thing that he's really looking for is his
Yeah.
MacBook.
Okay.
I know
Which okay.
is MIA right now.
No.
Only one person confessed to me and what they took.
Got you.
And so the stuff that they took, stuff that he doesn't really want back, but his MacBook right now.
Yeah.
And so he's working on actually logging into his Apple ID
Yeah.
and tracking it.
Do they
Yeah.
have?
And that's the thing too. As a maintenance guy, don't take any electronics. Please don't do that. Because the technology that they have now, they can track all of that stuff. I mean, as soon as you turn it on, they know exactly the location. If I'm not mistaken, I think with Apple products, as soon as you turn on the screen to try to log in, it takes a picture of your face. So don't take anything. Don't take anything. They can track you. And once they find out that is you, especially if you're like the maintenance guy and they know who you are, I mean, it's just easy for them to just come and pick you up and then, take you to jail for something that you probably could have bought with one of your checks. So it's not even worth it.
Because a Ring camera had been mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have the video of who walked out with certain items?
It's just,
Okay.
it was in a bag. And so it's hard to say
Okay.
who had the bag. But no, you see clear as day, mattress,
Yeah.
TV,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And then,
David is coming.
okay. And what I'll actually do too is I'll give you my business card with the case number on it.
And I'll give you my business card as well. That way if you have any questions.
Perfect. Put your hands behind your back for me, all right? Yes,
Oh,
sir.
man.
So they're requesting that we take this shirt off. Do you have a shirt on underneath?
I need to go change. I just got a tank top. Can I just go?
Nah, you ain't gotta worry about it. Palms together.
Man. Wow. Bad day for a maintenance guy. Bad day.
Yes, sir. Just give me 1 second. I'm gonna tell you exactly why.
Am I the only one being arrested?
No, sir. Right now, you're being placed on the arrest for burglary.
Wow.
Sorry, could you say that again?
Burglary.
Yes, sir.
Not me.
Wow.
Can I talk to the guy? Just explain to him that it wasn't my fault.
I've done that, but he's past that point right now. He came home and all his stuff was gone. All right. Do you have anything on you I need to know about? Weapons, knives.
You gotta have a knife on him. Every maintenance guy got a knife on him.
So he.
I'm so sorry to interrupt.
No, you're fine.
Are you putting in the incident report that the resident only wants a notebook back?
I can, and I'll confirm with him
Okay.
about what property he really wants to get back. I
Yeah.
know the big thing that he mentioned when we were there was
Does he want to take
his
the class?
MacBook. I can ask him.
Yeah, but we would love,
Mhm.
we want to
Once we get,
cooperate.
all this,
That's bigger
and then,
fish, I get it, I get it.
because he's still outside,
Okay,
and so I'll let him.
Okay.
He's been level-headed, given the circumstances.
Yeah,
So
completely agree.
yeah, I'll send him in, and
Let him
then
know if he
you
wants
guys
to
can
speak with
talk.
us in any way, shape, or form. We want to
And-
try to make it right however best we can.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
You should call the next one.
Mhm.
He's on his way. He didn't answer my phone calls though.
Yep, I see him over there. All right.
And the only way that we-
Suspect number 2.
Do me a favor. Put your hands behind your back. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Do you have a shirt on underneath?
Yeah, let me take it off.
All right, go ahead.
Oh man.
All right, perfect.
Man. The whole maintenance staff. I'm pretty sure Greystar is big enough to where they could probably get
Palms together.
a few guys from the
Sir.
from the sister properties to come and try to float the property for a little bit.
Hold on.
I've never
Wait, right
in
there for me.
my career seen anything like this. Never seen anything like this. And I'm surprised that I didn't hear about this from anyone in my company, like in passing. But, you know, there's so much going on and there's so many maintenance stories out there. It's kind of hard to keep up and to keep track of stuff. So, but again, I've never witnessed or never heard anything like this happening.
Do you have a shirt on underneath?
No.
You don't have a shirt on underneath? All right. You can just palms together. I'll let you handle that, but I need you.
Wow.
Am I able to offer to call somebody for them if they want me to?
Sure.
Do you guys want me to call anybody?
Yeah, I was just about to
Even
say
in
somebody need
handcuffs,
to
they pleaded with the officer.
lock that
They
door.
asked him to speak with the victim, hoping to find a way out of arrest.
Nope, it's not gonna happen.
I gotta confirm. I
Just
think
take
it's a
the
felony
L.
though.
What?
Burglary.
So look, come on, man.
I don't have my phone on me. It's in the car.
Hey, bro, shut up.
The victim wants to, not me.
Somebody just talk to him, man. You can't
I did talk to him.
talk to him, man.
I did.
We don't have to see him. We could.
And he is too.
He's trying to get up out of it, but
What?
he's not gonna be able. He's not gonna be able to get up out of it. They can't talk their way out of this one.
Talk to him, man. I was trying to get everything rectified.
Okay. So we'll do this. My partner left to go get the van. Once he get back here, I'll go talk with the victim because he's still here.
Yep, y'all going out to
We'll go from
the
there.
cab jail.
All right.
So as soon as they come back with that van, once you in them cuffs, they not taking them cuffs off.
I ain't going over. I just sit down and stuff. I don't got no eye. I'm not doing that.
I don't.
People were.
Adamant, like he really, because I mean, you came home all your shit gone. How would you feel?
Oh, excuse the language as well.
I ain't seen, but I don't keep up with all the residents.
No, I'm talking about your personal house. You came home all your stuff gone. You be mad.
Yeah, but it's not to rectify the situation.
Right. But like I said, that wasn't offered earlier. You know what I'm saying? When I spoke to everybody individually, nobody said, hey, let me talk to him. Let me try to. Yeah, you did. And but the thing was, you offered his bed. You don't want his bed back. It's already been gone to somebody else's house.
Talk to the dude so we can rectify it. Give him some.
Just let him get his stuff back.
I can only do one thing at a time.
Yep.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, you can't talk your way out of this one. You might as well just
Get his stuff back with you, you know, in the presence. So nothing, you know.
get ready
break
to
out.
head down to the DeKalb County Jail.
Just saying.
Nice little bus ride. I don't know where they are in Chamblee, but
You want headphones? Just make sure. I know.
yep,
Okay.
sad. I wonder what property this is. And actually, I don't think I'm going to try to look into it. I didn't even try to search it up.
Man, so you don't want to put charge with getting his stuff out.
It's just it. It's on him. He's a victim.
Right.
I can't do no moves without the victim
Yeah.
lawyer.
So you
A
let me
civil
see.
lawyer or criminal one if you want to go.
The officer informed
Okay.
the victim of the crew's explanations. Despite their pleas, the victim chose to press charges.
Yeah, of course. Like I said before, he's going to press charges.
Huh?
And to be honest, I think
Can
it's
you
a smart
see
move.
litigation? What you mean?
Like a lawyer to like civil suit.
Yeah.
I can. What do I do to do that?
You will contact a lawyer, a civil lawyer, or a criminal one if you want to go through the criminal courts to do it. Explain the situation. Give them a copy of the police report, which is going to take about 3 to 5 days.
Okay.
And then They'll read the report. They'll go over the facts with you, and then y'all go from there.
How do I get the report?
On my business card,
Mm-hmm.
you see the front. So the police department, you can go there, give them that case number. They can give you a copy of it, or if you call that number, the front desk. I believe that they were emailing them during COVID. I think they might still be, but I'm not 100%.
All right, let's see if we
She
can
wants to
fast
know if
forward
you
this.
wanted to talk to
Fast
them
forward
about
this a little
anything,
Yeah, I do.
or okay.
Next process, I'll talk to them.
Perfect. See, we're catching on.
Thank you.
So let's see what he's going to say to those guys and what those guys are going to say to him.
He not. No. Feel like he was violated. That's what he said.
Yeah, it's best for him to
invasion of his
not.
privacy.
Yeah, it's basically a done deal.
All right.
Well, time to hit him up and move him out. All of that. I mean, everybody's going to jail over a MacBook, a television, and a bed set. Man, it's not even worth it, guys.
Ultimately, all three suspects were charged with first-degree burglary and transported to the DeKalb County Jail.
It's actually pronounced DeKalb here in Atlanta. I mean, when I first came to the metro Atlanta area, I thought it was DeKalb too, you know, but it's pronounced DeKalb. I don't know why they put that L right there in the middle of the name, and then they don't want you to pronounce it. I mean, ALB would be pronounced ALB, but you know, it's, you know, AB for some reason here in Georgia. Yep, and that is it.
You ready? Yeah. I'm gonna
That
get it
is
right
it. These guys are headed down to the local jail, the DeKalb County Jail. And I think that this is a situation that could have been avoided. One thing about maintenance is that you have to remember, especially if you're the supervisor, you have to be always ready to cover yourself. Some people say CYA, but, you know, since I don't use curse words, I'm going to say CYS, cover yourself. My best advice that I can give to you guys, especially as a supervisor, number one, don't start looking at what's inside of a residence unit. Never. That stuff is not yours. I don't care if they're up for eviction or not. Just take your eyes off of it. Now, if you do want to go out and buy something that you see, then make plans or provisions to buy that. And I know sometimes it's a little tempting because it's like, man, I can get that for free. I don't even have to pay money to get that. But it's always best to just put your money up, buy it. Second of all, any request that you get, make sure that you get it in writing. I've had property managers get upset with me because they wanted me to take care of a work order or they wanted me to execute something. And I'm like, you need to put it inside of a work order. All right, put it inside of a work order. I'll get to it when I can. And it's like, no, I need you to go do it now. I don't need to put it in the work order. Text it to me. Well, I'm telling you right now, write it down. Nope. Text it to me because I need that paper trail. Because I've had instances where I was told to do something, and when things went left, guess who it came back on? It came back on me. I was the one who ended up, you know, being thrown into the fire. So now everything that I do, I get everything written down, sent to me in a text message, email, Teams message, work order, etc., etc. I need a paper trail. And especially as a technician, if you're not a supervisor and you're following, or you're supposed to be following the orders of the supervisor, same rules apply. Get everything via text message, email, Teams, work order. If something doesn't sound right, don't be afraid to go a step above. If you feel like that your supervisor is telling you something that may not be policy and procedure, and he or she wants you to do it anyway, go to your manager. You don't have to go in as trying to be contentious or anything like that. Just do things to confirm it. Hey, listen, I want to make sure that what I'm being told is actually policy and procedure. They want us to go and do a trash out after hours. I want to know who's making the call. Who's saying that we need to do this? Do I need to be involved in that? And again, you have to be able to cover yourself in this industry, because this particular situation right here is not a good look. It can be a stain on your career. And here's the thing, in this particular industry, in property management, everybody knows everybody. You don't know how many people I run into and I bump into on a regular basis. I mean, you go to some of these conferences, you may go and visit a property, and if you've been in it long enough, you're gonna run into somebody that you used to work with, or somebody that knows you. And if somebody knows you and they're trying to get a job at a property where another person knows you, people are going to call and verify. That happened to me quite a few times over the past couple of years, where someone called me and said, hey, this guy, he interviewed with us, he mentioned your name, and I wanted to see if you know this person. And there's been a few times where I had to say, don't hire that guy. You're gonna have problems. I've even had people call me about managers. Oh, well, hey, I was talking to this property manager, and she said that she knew you and she worked with you. Nope. If I were you, I wouldn't do it. This is the problems that happened. She got let go because of this, that, and the third. You can take a chance if you want, but I'm just letting you know straight up. People talk in this industry. So as a technician, you don't have an excuse at all. If you can't get through to your supervisor, go to your manager. If you can't get through to your manager, go to your regional director. And if you can't get through to the regional director, then you got to go to HR. But a lot of times, it really doesn't have to escalate that far up unless it's just something that's really, really serious. And there's only a few times, even in my career, to where I actually had to reach out to HR, but it was never anything that couldn't be resolved on property or with the regional themselves. So again, even as a technician, leave a paper trail. Now with a groundskeeper, one thing about groundskeepers, groundsmen, groundswomen, when the supervisor comes and tell you to do something, a lot of times you don't really know. I mean, you can just be out on the property tending to stuff. And there's been times where I've asked my grounds person to stop what they're doing and go and take care of something else, and they just up and do it with no question. But at the same time, I'm a supervisor to where they know I'm not going to do anything shady. So they know if I'm asking them to do something, and they have that much respect for me, or they've had that much respect for me, to where if I ask them to do something, it's just no question. Hey, I know that Alton's asking me to do something. There's really no reason for me to even question it. I trust his judgment, because, he's a strong leader. Not to pop my collar, but that even goes back to strong leadership. But even as a groundskeeper, if a supervisor or a tech or anybody is asking you to do something that just doesn't sound right, always confirm. You can also do the same thing. Hey, get it in a text message. A lot of times groundskeepers don't really have access to like the work orders, or they don't really have access to like emails and stuff like that. But if you're a groundsman and something doesn't sound right, same procedure. Text it to my phone. Text me what you want me to do, at what time, and where you want me to be. So therefore you can cover yourself and say, hey, listen, look, I was told to do this, and this is the text message that I got. I got this text message. I just want to confirm to see if this is correct or not. But yeah, here we are. It's unfortunate. They lost a whole maintenance staff in one day due to something that could have been prevented. Don't get the big eyes. Start looking at people's stuff. Even if a person is up under eviction, always follow procedure. Always follow that employee handbook. And I know it may seem corny, it may seem like cliche, but you definitely want to try to follow procedure as much as possible, because not doing so could end up in a situation like this, to where you can end up going to jail, or you can end up in a situation to where you could put yourself in danger. If those guys would have been taking that guy's stuff out, let's just say if he came back that Friday night and they saw him moving his stuff out, he gets enraged, pulls out a gun, shoot him, or worse, he walks up to the unit while those guys are inside taking the stuff out, pulls his gun out, shoots him right there. It could be a big mess. It can be a big mess. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video, and go ahead and drop me a like button. Go ahead and drop me a like on this video, and also subscribe. And that's basically it. I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, you guys take care. Peace.